Greetings humans. Just when you think you've seen enough romantic dramas, Portrait of a Lady on Fire comes along and breathes new life into the genre. It is the kind of movie you watch at 2 a.m. before crying yourself to sleep while listening to Video Games by Lana Del Rey. There is no soundtrack, and for large chunks of the film, not much dialogue is spoken amongst the characters. The movie draws you in its silent moments. The secluded ocean landscape, the gazes, the moments of hesitation before giving into temptation. You feel like you are there, watching two people fall in love, cursing themselves to live with the memory of each other before life sends them their separate ways. The movie was written and directed by Celine Sciamma and stars Noémie Merlant and Adèle Haenel as Marianne and Heloise respectively. Both actresses deliver brilliant, emotionally potent performances. The movie features stunning visuals and illustrates one of the best screenplays of 2019, affirming Celine Sciamma as one of the best writer-directors working today. I am going to assume you've seen the movie and will not rehash the story, but instead analyze how Celine Sciamma explores the myth of Orpheus and Eurydice in this film. If you have not seen the movie, skip a night of binging Love Island and watch Portrait of a Lady on Fire before finishing this video because we are about to talk spoilers. In the story of Orpheus and Eurydice fall in love and get married. One night, Eurydice is bitten by a poisonous snake and dies. Orpheus is heartbroken and travels to the underworld to bring Eurydice back to the land of the living. Hades and Persephone, the rulers of the underworld, tell Orpheus they will let Eurydice go, but with a catch. As Orpheus walks back to the land of the living, Eurydice must follow behind him. If Orpheus turns back to look at Eurydice before they exit the underworld, Eurydice is not allowed to leave. While it seems like a straightforward task, Orpheus turns back to look at Eurydice right before he reaches the exit and Eurydice is sent back to the underworld forever. Now why would Orpheus do such a thing? Is he a dummy dum-dum or was there an underlying reason? This question is brought up in Portrait of a Lady on Fire when Heloise recites the story of Orpheus and Eurydice to Marianne and Sophie, a housemaid played by Luana Bajramai. Heloise suggests Orpheus could not resist stealing a glance at Eurydice because his love for her got the best of him. Sophie does not subscribe to this idea and says if Orpheus loved Eurydice, he would have never turned back in fear of losing her. Marianne then offers another possibility: Orpheus made a choice rather than acted on impulse. By turning back and seeing her one last time, Orpheus chose the memory of Eurydice. Orpheus made the poet's choice rather than the lover's choice. Heloise then suggests Eurydice told Orpheus to turn around right before he reached the exit, aiding him in his decision. We see a similar scenario play out between Marianne and Heloise towards the end of the film. Marianne is about to leave the island and after embracing Heloise one last time, she heads toward the exit of the building like Orpheus headed towards the exit of the underworld. Heloise follows Marianne, like Eurydice followed Orpheus, undoubtedly wanting to run away with her. Right before Marianne reaches the exit, however, Heloise tells Marianne to turn around. Marianne makes the poet's choice. She turns around and sees Heloise in her wedding dress, recognizing she is about to lose her to marriage like Orpheus recognized he was about to lose Eurydice to the underworld when he turned around and laid eyes upon her. Why would Eurydice and Heloise tell their lovers to turn around? Perhaps they thought rather than chasing some fairy tale life with the person they love and risk ruining how they remember them, it would be better to remember the love they have for them in that moment and accept the fate that was given to them. At the end of the movie, Marianne attends an orchestra and sees Heloise across the theater. The song Marianne played on the piano for Heloise earlier in the film fills the auditorium and Heloise is surrounded by Marianne's presence. Marianne made the poet's choice earlier, and in that moment, Heloise makes a choice of her own. As tears flood her eyes, she makes the lover's choice. Heloise stares straight ahead, not daring to look towards where Marianne is sitting. As the music blares, Heloise smiles. She recognizes her and Marianne, and their love for each other, will live on, if not in person, then in memory.